All right, guys, we're here. We're finally here. It's the biggest Fanatics Premier auction that I personally have ever seen, at least as it pertains to the selection of basketball cards. I didn't look at soccer and football and baseball, but the hobby is booming, and I'm assuming those segments also did quite well. Pokemon, sorry, didn't mean to leave you out. But what we're going to look at today, I'm going to take you through the top 48 sales, which is usually what I do on premieres. There's 184 basketball cards. The premier auctions are getting a little more robust recently as a result of the surging prices of basketball cards in our hobby. As you guys know, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that we're in a bull market, and that's going to drive out some of the greatest pieces that the hobby has ever seen, and last night was no exception. This is the Fanatics Premier auction that ended on September 25th. They always end on Thursday. You're getting this video at 6:33 a.m. on Friday morning. I'm going to go through the top 48, and then I'm going to give you the rest as just a scroll, but I'm going to put it at the end of the video. So if you only want to see me talk about the top 48 cards, you're good. Just watch the video. But as I close out the video, I'm just going to kind of run the final whatever that is. What's 184 minus 48? 136 cards, 126 cards. Oh my Lord, 136 cards? I don't know. I can't do that math that quick. So you're going to see a bunch of the other cards. So you'll see every single card and what every single card sell for, but I'm only going to talk about the top 48. We've got Bird and Magic out-dueling Michael Jordan at the top. Then we've got an autographed Michael Jordan card. You've got to see to believe. There's a one-of-one Michael Jordan card in our top 5. And then there's a complete set. You guys can probably guess what the complete set is, and it did very well last night. Maybe showing some signs of life for that particular all-time great vintage basketball set as well. Enjoy this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you like these Fanatics Premier recap videos, the weekly recap videos on Monday, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Comment below. I want to know, did you win any of these cards? Did you sell any of these cards? Did you use the Cajun promo code on these cards? I'm just kidding. Enjoy the video, guys. Hope this gets your weekend off to a great start. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. All right, guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. Let's pay some bills real quick. If you're looking to sell wildly, preposterously high-end basketball cards on the Fanatics Premier auction, which after watching this video, I don't know how you could choose not to. It's getting harder and harder to keep the most valuable cards in our collection. The lure of the American dollar is knocking loudly at the door of financial opportunity, extracting our babies from our nest. This Fanatics video is bananas, but if you're going to consider listing your cards on Fanatics Premier, I implore you, do me a favor, support the channel. I got a lot of great stuff going on. I'm building a website. I'm putting together a newsletter. I've got some really fascinating, first-of-its-kind stuff coming to the hobby. I promise you guys, and it's not me because I'm not smart enough. I hired a full-time brand manager who's a genius, and we're putting together some crazy stuff. I can't do it. I can't pay the guy loads and loads of money unless you guys support me and my journey here with Fanatics as the voice of Fanatics on YouTube. Use the promo code Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, all capital letters, when you submit your cards to Fanatics, especially if you're considering using the Fanatics Premier auction as your platform of choice. These auctions occur once every single month, and they are big, and you are not going to believe some of the data that I'm going to share with you today. This bell right here, I'm going to ring the hell out of that bell today. You got my word on that. Use the promo code Cajun if you're looking to make bucks on Fanatics Premier monthly auctions or in the weekly auctions as well. It's so simple, even a Cajun could do it. When you create your submission and ship your babies off to Fanatics for them to do all of the work, just type in, there's a little line, it says promo code. Just type in Cajun, a little green check will come up. It doesn't change your take. You don't get less money or anything like that. It's just my way of getting support from Fanatics, who compensates me for driving as many eyeballs and as many people as possible to the Fanatics auctions. And by the way, if you use the Cajun promo code, a lot of people are taking advantage of this. just reach out to me a few days before your auction ends and say, Cajun, give me a little nudge, give me a little boost. Send this to your 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. Post this on your Instagram story with 11,000 or 10,500 followers, and we'll try to get you the right eyeballs. It only takes 2 to drive a card through the roof, and so I'm happy to help. If you guys support me, certainly, why would I not support you in like manner in return? Let's get going. It's going to be a long video. We've got to look. I looked up over 20 of these cards. There's only 48. By the way, card number 48, the first card we're going to start talking about in this Fanatics Premier auction, sold for $45,600 freaking dollars. So every card we're looking at today sold for more than $45,000. And again, stay with me at the end of the video. I'm just going to play some corny music and let the rest of the auction play out. I'm not going to talk about it all because I got to do 2 more videos today because I'm bringing you guys the most consistent content in the hobby. I have one bit of bad news, right? Here's the good news. I'm up in the middle of the night doing this for you. I left my Cajun Queen in bed and I said, I got to go to work. Time to give the people what they want. It's Perfect Storm Friday where we got to do an alt video. We got to do the Fanatics Premier, and I got one more video. But that's the good news, is I'm here and I'm giving you what you want. The bad news is I beat Card Ladder to the punch. I beat Fanatics to the punch. They have not posted the results from last night's Fanatics auction in Card Ladder yet. So Card Ladder data is not going to show for what we're looking at. So you're not going to see any data points on Card Ladder. So you and I are going to have to figure out where the dot would go. But it's going to be easy because I got this bell, and that's really what most of these cards we're looking at are going to do, is ring the damn cowbell and set an all-time record. All right. First card, no doubt about this one. You guys have seen it. Remember when 2016 Prism was affordable? I do. Well, this is one. This is the LeBron James Gold Prism, PSA 10, number 31. And this card sold last night for $45,600 after 49 bids. We're going to look this one up in Card Ladder. There's your card right there. The last one of these, I've got it sorted by price. So 45 last night's a really good sale. It's the 4th highest sale of all time. But LeBron, unlike Jordan, unlike Kobe in many cases, has not yet gotten back to 2021 prices. So Card Ladder thought this card was worth about $44,000, and they nailed this one because it sold last night for $45,600 as card number 48 in the auction. We've got a LeBron James 2003 Ultimate Collection Limited LeBron James, serial number to 25. That sold for $45,600. And then right next to that, we've got the 2013 Prism Gold Giannis Rookie Auto BGS 9.5, 10 for the autograph. This is serial number to 10. It's also a Pop 6, none higher, in a BGS 9.5. I've told people, anybody who will listen, yes, the Bucks suck. They're not going to be able to do anything. At least that's my opinion. As one of the biggest Bucks fans in the world, I don't think they're doing a damn thing this year, but don't let them be, 15 and 24 and Giannis gets sent and they start the rebuild, somewhere around the All-Star break, and Giannis ends up on fill in the blank, right? If Giannis goes to become part of a big 3 somewhere, that team instantly becomes a contender, especially if it's a team in the East. I don't know if the Bucks would do that, but God help us if Giannis goes west with Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Doncic and every other megastar, right? But this Giannis card sells for $46,800. There it is right there. Back when he had arms like the rest of us, now he looks like a superhero. This is a Pop 6, as we said. And remember, I don't have dots here. So this card sold last night for a little bit more than the last sale in October of last year, but a little bit less than the sale before that of 51. So it nestles somewhere down here. So not a lot of movement on that Giannis Gold Prism Autograph rookie card. We're going to look up every single star and every single 86 Fleer 57 PSA 10. It's the Jordan rookie cards, right? Yes, they're both rookie cards. Okay, can we just leave it at that and look up some prices? This is the Star BGS 8, one of the few that's left in a BGS slab. It sounds like everybody's played the crossover game. It's a Pop 305. Again, as I've said on 8,000 occasions, these are not rare cards. But if you compare them to the 86 Fleer, I guess it's all about the perspective. Pop 305 BGS 8. This card has, over the last 2 years, gone up 80%. And the last sale of this card was $33,000. This sale last night inexplicably rises to $48,000. So almost a 50% jump from the last sale. That's a big jump from the last sale for a Pop 305 Jordan Star XRC 101. Flawless Vertical Luka, serial number to 25, BGS 9, does $48,000. And then this right here is going to bring a massive tear to my eye. I recently sold a Pop 2 BGS 10 copy of this card on Fanatics Buy Now. I must have woefully undervalued the card because the PSA 10 just sold for $50,000 and I sold my BGS 10, and this is where everybody's going to lose respect for me and or feel sorry for me and start using the Cajun promo code. I sold my BGS 10 for $30,000. And the PSA 10 sells for $49,200. So you know how I end every video with keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace? Well, I am going to stay positive in the hobby and know that I left about 35 grand on the table, obviously, with the BGS 10. This was too big of a jump. In my personal opinion, it's a great card. It's an amazing card. It's a Pop 12 card. It's Jordan and Kobe. There's only 2 Jordan Kobe refractors from the 90s that I'm aware of, and this is one of them, and this is the rarer of the 2, but that really is a big jump considering the last PSA 10 sold for, let's just plug in PSA 10 so we can compare apples to apples. I broke the all-time record at $30,000. I more than doubled the all-time record at $30,000, and I thought that was a great sale, but I did not know somebody out there was going to pay what they paid for the PSA 10, and this is the problem. The last PSA 10 to sell publicly was in 2020, and it sold for $1,900, so that's going up 25x. I don't know about you guys, but that seems like a little bit extra of a leap. And I know Jordan and Kobe are the 2 most collected basketball players, but damn, that's a really big jump. Let me know what you think about that $50,000 sale in the comments. Anthony Edwards, True RPA, BGS 9, does 50 right at 49.2. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right next to him. It's a white box, and we don't talk about white box or black box cards on here. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, black gold, not the gold, but the black gold, which is half the print run, serial number to 5. BGS 85 does $52,800. Recently, they did a poll of the NBA executives and said, who's the best player in the world right now? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got 0 votes. Not 1 vote, 0 votes. Kobe Bryant, 2014. If you're curious, Luka Doncic got 1 vote and Jokic got all the rest, which is probably accurate because Jokic is the best player in the world, despite the fact that he did not win MVP. 2014 Flawless Momentous Kobe Patch Auto does $52,800, and then an autograph Babyface Steph Chrome Refractor, serial number to 500, PSA 99 does $54,000. I did not click anything. What just happened right there? Wow, my screen is something crazy just happened. I did not click anything and it just moved all over the place. What just happened? Let me try to fix this. Something bad is happening on my computer right now. Let's get in here. Hopefully we can get this squared away. Okay, I'm back. Where were we? All right, here we go. We're back at it. Okay, right next to that, we've got a Splash Brothers autograph card. I'm not usually much for Panini 1-in-1, but I am down with this. This is the Panini 1-in-1. It is a serial numbered to only 3, and it's 1 of 3 for the math nerds. And it's Steph, it's Clay holding a championship trophy. It's on-card autograph. It's horizontal. This is going to be remembered as one of the greatest backcourt duos to ever do it. Certainly, without any equivocation, the greatest shooting backcourt in the history of basketball. And, you know, I know Steve Nash could shoot the hell out of it, but Raja Bell couldn't. No, I'm just kidding. This is clearly the best shooting backcourt of all time, hands down, bar none, not really even close. 48 bids on this card, $55,200 for a Panini 1-in-1 card. From 2023 is a big number. Another Kobe Patch Auto Flawless Greats Duel, serial number to 25, does $55,200. A Kobe Limited Logos from second year Exquisite, BGS 8.5, does $55,200. And then we've got something that just merits our attention. Anytime you see a PMG red, you've got to stop and look. It's just the way it is, right? That's just what it is, right? But this is a Shaquille O'Neal. And there's an airplane propeller on this one, in case you didn't know. And there it is right there. There's also Arvydas Sabonis. Yeah, Demonis' dad, Arvydas, was an absolute terror, not in the NBA, but on on FIFA courts for the longest time. This is where Shaq is delivering him some testicles. And it's a great image of Shaq, and it's a 97 PMG red. It checks a lot of boxes. Let's just put it that way. I've got it pulled up right here. This is far and away, not even close, not even remotely close, the highest selling Shaquille O'Neal PMG card of all time. The old all-time high was way back in 2022 when it sold for $39,600. This one sells for $56,400. So we've got a whole new level of record setting. I should have been ringing the bell. I forgot. Sorry. A whole new level of record setting going on. Speaking of record setting, let's talk about the 96. First year, Michael Jordan, Row Zero, Flair Showcase, Legacy Collection. PSA 9 is a really high grade. There's only 5 10s. This is a PSA 9. This PSA 9 sells for $57,600. That's about what the card looks like, not the exact card. The last one, the highest sale ever was $43,200. This card last night sells for $57,600. So a $15,400 jump over the all-time high. Yes, even the Tier 1 Jordan stuff is rising. And by the way, hierarchy posters are still available. This is a Tier 1 Michael Jordan hierarchy card. LeBron James 2003 Exquisite Collection patch auto serial number to 100 sold for $60,000 last night in a PSA 8. Wow. And then this is a card we talked about. I am good friends with and obviously always welcome them to the channel. The folks Brock and Jesse over at Acquire, which is a big consigner, a big broker, a big middleman, and really just a jack of all trades entity that is essentially it's Brock and Jesse. And they talked about this card on our preview. So I know this is an Acquire card, and this was the Michael Jordan 2006 SP Game Used Tag Men. It's serial number 3, and it's a game tag Michael Jordan patch right in the middle. We can look at it right here, and it's just got a great name, Tag Men. I think that's a cool name. And then you've got your little tag right there that fits right in the middle. This is a PSA 7, and it sold for I don't even need to look. I know that's a record. It sold for $66,000 and had 56 bids. That's a lot of bids. Next to that, we've got another tag, except this time it's Kobe from 2009 National Treasures, and this is a 1 of 1. And it sells also for $66,000. So which one are you taking? You taking the Jordan Tagman 7? You taking the National Treasures, more recognizable product, Kobe Tagman with the 4 in it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, serial number to 99, BGS 9.5, does $66,000. Next to that, we've got an Ultra Stars Gold. I'm a happy owner of this card in this grade with a little bit better subgrades. This one does $66,000, and this is a great Michael Jordan card to look at because it tells a little bit of a story, and it's an interesting one, right? We know a lot of the Michael Jordan cards, like the Legacy Collection Row Zero 96 we just looked at, has blown by 2021 prices, left it in the dust. A lot of the Jordan inserts have said bye-bye to 2021 prices, and that's part of the reason why I've decided to let some of my stuff go and sort of focus on some more of the high-end stuff like this Ultra Stars Gold that you're looking at on your screen. This Ultra Stars Gold last night sold for $66,000. Did I get that right? $66,000 on the nose. There it is right there. Here's your chart. This last sale was $54,000. So this is a big, big sale over that, right? It's over here. This dot would be somewhere up here. It's clearly going up and to the right. If we look at the last 1 year, nope, we're not going to do that, are we? If we look at the last 2 years, it was already up 60%. And then this one sold for $12,000 more than the last sale. So that's going to really make it up a lot, pretty big percentage. But if we look at the all-time chart, this Michael Jordan Tier 1 hierarchy card, by the way, once sold for $102,000. It even sold for $98,000. It even sold for $96,000. So you're looking at a Michael Jordan card that has pushed and eclipsed the $100,000 mark, and we're not back there. And by the way, did I mention the pack odds for this bad boy are 1 in 28,800. Could you imagine how long it would take you to open up 28,800 packs of Ultra? A, that would be really fun, but B, that would take a really, really long time if you don't mind me saying so. Okay, and there's an imposter. I'm sorry, I have to say it. Ausar Thompson. Have you heard names like, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, Shaquille O'Neal? Let's just throw Ausar Thompson in there for somebody in the hobby with the biggest balls you could possibly imagine. These balls, for lack of a better word, are made of stone, and they are bigger than this desk that I'm sitting at right now because somebody forked over $66,000 for what is probably Osar Thompson's best or second or third, whatever, best card in the world, depending on how you feel about nebulas and black 101s and all that stuff. This is the 2023 flawless Osar Thompson, who is like the 7th best player on his team, no offense. Osar Thompson, 1 of 1, $66,000. So whenever we see a sale like this, we don't look up the card, we just look up the name. And no one has ever paid $66,000 for an Osar Thompson card. In fact, this is 50% higher than the Nebula sold for, which was a 1 of 1. And again, it's the chromium product. So this is about as big as it gets for Osar Thompson. The all-time highest price ever paid for an Osar Thompson basketball card happened last night on Fanatics September premiere auction, $66,000. To put it in perspective, someone chose to buy a Michael Jordan Ultra Stars Gold Gem Copy Pop 20 Tier 1 Hierarchy card for $66,000. Someone else decided to buy Osar Thompson for $66,000. All right, let's just digest that and keep moving. In 2006, Exquisite Collection scripted swatches Jordan serial number to 25 did 72. And then I don't know what the hell's going here. I just know it's delicious, right? This is the 2024 National Treasures LeBron James highly treasured 1 of 1. And when I tell you this has got some stuff going on, good Lord, this has got some stuff going on. Guys, 61 bids on this card is wild. $72,000 was paid for this PSA 9. It's got 3 patches. 1 is a beautiful Nike swoosh. 2 is a logo man, or at least what's left of Jerry West on that because it's horizontal and it's chopped up a little bit. 3 is a Lakers card that says leave on it. So I don't know, maybe a LeBron hater bought this card thinking, leave the league, LeBron. We want you out of here. We want Jordan to remain on top as the GOAT. Stop putting up crazy numbers. No, I'm just kidding. That's a really interesting card. 3 intricate patches. Remember, on Fanatics Premiere, you can always get a high res video, and I can even make this video bigger if I needed to. But it's unbelievable. You can even make it go fast. You can turn it. You can look at the back. I want to look at the back because I want to know what the hell's going on. No explanation. They're just going to straight up say the enclosed game-worn used material is guaranteed by Panini. They're not going to give us any data on these 3 wild-ass patches in here. Like nothing like this came from LeBron's this or this game or this year. Nothing. Panini's just like 3 patches. Take it or leave it. They're game-worn used. Enjoy it, right? $72,000 for that really interesting LeBron James piece. I must say that is one hell of a eye candy card right there. That is something. That card tells a story. I don't know what the story is. That's where you guys come in. Whoever bought it, please tell us what the hell's going on in the comments because that's a really cool, interesting card. I would like somebody who knows more about it to tell me about the card and tell my subscribers and my viewers and the Cajun Collective, what the hell are we looking at? 2003 Exquisite Collection patches, a PSA 9 Michael Jordan card. That's first year Exquisite. And that card does, I don't think I looked this one up. Did I? No, I don't look this one up. $75,000. I'm assuming that's really, really good. Again, I'm not ringing the bell on everything because it's going to get annoying because I'm ringing on everything. 99 Upper Deck Athlete of the Century serial number to 23 Jordan Auto PSA 9 does $84,000 freaking dollars. Dang, that's a big number. Dual patch auto Kobe Jordan from 2004 Upper Deck Trilogy. Upper Deck Trilogy doesn't get a lot of attention, but it did last night because this sold for $90,000. The Trilogy 1-2 combo. This is serial number to 10, and it is Jordan Bulls and Kobe Lakers. BGS 9, 10 for the autograph. Pop 3, only 2 higher. This card I discussed on Instagram Live, or at least I tried to, with the great Andy Albert, Indy B-Ball Exchange. This is a card he felt is a little bit undervalued. And what did I tell Andy? I said, look, the card's going to go for $90,000 to $100,000. I don't know how undervalued you think that is, but I bet it goes for $90,000 to $100,000. And damn it, Cajun got one right. $90,000 for this 1997 Finest Embossed Gold Refractor. Is it green? Yes. Is it a green refractor? Yeah, sure it is, but they all green. I've only seen one with really, really good color ever, and I'm not just talking about PSA 10s. I'm talking about any of them, and this is a PSA 10 copy. You're just going to have to be okay with the greenness. It's almost like Kobe's Chrome Refractor from 96, which we're about to look at. You just have to be okay with it because it's inevitable, right? It's like death and taxes. It's coming for all of us. And these cards are going to green at some point. 27 bids on that Michael Jordan card. Shout out to Jack Twyman, who wore jersey number 27. But $90,000, guys, for that Michael Jordan Golden Embossed Refractor. I've got it pulled up. That's a little bit better looking copy of one. I've got it sorted by, that's date sold. Let me sort it by price. What am I doing? Hold on, sorry. Cajun, you rookie. Here you go. Highest price ever paid was $78,000. Last night's sale of $90,000 is the highest price ever paid. It is a Pop 4. Here's the interesting thing. Based on the Jordan data, and this is where Andy Albert's going to chime in, based on the Jordan index, Card Ladder estimated that this card should sell for about $142,000. Now, there's one bar on the confidence meter because it hasn't sold since February of last year. So here we are 18, 19 months later, and it's just a Pop 4. It's just a really hard card to track and guess and guesstimate. But Card Ladder tied it to the index, and Jordan stuff, based on the other Jordan stuff and what it's doing, thought that it should sell for $142,000. Maybe $90,000 last night is a bargain basement discount. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. What do you think about a $90,000 card being, woefully undervalued? I don't know. Everybody's got an opinion on that card, especially since it's got some issues, right? 2009 Topps Black Steph Curry, not Topps Chrome, just Topps Black. If you have ever opened the regular Topps product, you know the golds and the blacks. Impossible condition-wise, just impossible. Look at this. This PSA 7 is a Pop 4 with only 2 higher. There's just so much edge chipping on the gold and the black. And stay tuned, we're about to look at a Topps Gold in a second, PSA 10, which I never thought I would see. This card did $90,000 for Steph Curry in a PSA 7. And then in the LeBron 2006 Essential Credentials, serial number to only 6, BGS 9.5, Pop 2, none higher, does $1,000 shy of $100,000, and it does have the big, bad, bold, gold Mike Baker authentication gold sticker on it. The last sale of this card, and when I say this card, I mean this exact card, was on Fanatics Premier just a few months ago. It sold for $93,000. Card Ladder thought it had run because LeBron cards have started to move up. He's trying to keep up with Curry and Kobe and Jordan, and he's not keeping pace, but LeBron cards are up. And shockingly enough, even though the card sold for $93 and Card Ladder thought it was going to sell for around $111, the card sold last night for $99. So maybe another card where we thought it was going to go a little bit higher, but it didn't. In the same auction with a bunch of cards where we can't believe how high they went, right? There's just some interesting stuff going on. We got Steph Logo Man Finals Black from 2016 Panini Eternal. Never heard of it. Don't know what it is. Somebody help me out. $102,000 for that one. And then the Kobe Refractor, the aforementioned green Kobe Refractor. Again, there's just no way around it. You can't look at the card and not see the green. It's 51 bids, $102,000 with an NBA silver sticker. I've got it pulled up somewhere. There it is right there. The last one sold for $98,000. The one before that sold for $91,000. The one before that sold for $104,000. So we're right on the number here. This one seems to be holding steady. This is a great looking color Kobe Refractor rookie card that Card Ladder uses as an example. And you can see the difference between that and that, right? Big difference right there, but it got a PSA 10 on the label, and when that happens, people really get excited.
I'm super excited to announce that the Cajun Cardboard brand has added another affiliate partner. It's BCW Supplies. You can find them at bcwsupplies.com for all of your card collecting, protecting, and display needs. Penny sleeves, top loaders, boxes, anything you need, there's page after page of supplies at BCW. Just make sure at checkout you use the promo code Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, to get 10% off of your order.
Really get excited. Kobe Limited Logos, first year exquisite, 2003 does 114. We've got right next to that a Tim Duncan Flawless Platinum Tim Duncan All-Star Game Patch Auto thingy. It does $120,000. I feel like we saw that sell in the past, but I didn't look it up. Somebody comment and let me know. Is this the same thing that I saw maybe 7 months ago, 8 months ago, that I didn't know what it was, but it was a booklet, and I was just really shocked at the high price. I don't know if this went up or down. Somebody tell me in the comments. Michael Jordan Upper Deck Legends from 2000 Relic Auto, serial number to 23. It's a 10 card, a 9 auto. This card is hand serial number to 23, $144,000. Yikes. And then here's that aforementioned Topps Gold, not Topps Chrome, just Topps Gold PSA 10 LeBron White Suit James. This is a Pop 7. The golds in 2003 from Topps were serial number to 99. This card sold for $150,000. I know I got this one pulled up. There it is right there. The highest price this card had ever sold for was $102,000. So we're seeing a tale of many cities here. Even in the LeBron James world, even within LeBron James,
We're seeing some cards go way, way up and some cards not so much and some cards down from 2021. There's really a lot of chaos in the LeBron James high-end market right now. There's a lot of place for arbitrage. Card Ladder seems to think this card is worth significantly less than it was in 2020 when it sold for $102,000, but then it sells for $150,000. So far, far, far and away the all-time highest price ever paid for this LeBron James Pop 7 Topps Gold Rookie PSA 10. Jordan BGS 9, 10 for the autograph. This is his 98 second-year game jersey auto. Sold last night for $156,000. We got to look this up because you guys know I don't know this autograph world, but I just plugged in 98 Jordan Upper Game Jersey 23 BGS 9, and it looks to me like this is a card that sold in 2022 for a hell of a lot more. To be quite honest with you, a hell of a lot more. As far as most recent sales, we've got a $60,000 sale from 2023, so it's way up from there, but way down from the highest price ever. Kobe Bryant, 2013 Prism Gold. Again, I'll go on record. I think I know who bought this. I think he's paying too much, but every time I doubt this guy, he always ends up saying, I told you so. This 2013 Kobe PSA 10 Gold Prism, it's a Pop 5. It's a beautiful card. It's my favorite year of Prism, believe it or not, 2013. I know it doesn't mean the same as 2012 because it's not first, but just the look of it, there's so much border that when it's gold or when it's silver, it's really gold and it's really silver. This Kobe sold for $168,000 as a Pop 5. That is that higher? This is the all-time chart. You're looking at the all-time chart. Is that higher than the $33,000 that it sold for in 2022? And this is where I start to worry. This is where I start to worry because Card Ladder tying this to the Kobe Index, and this is in 2022, which was just after, perfect storm Kobe era, right? Kobe bubble era was late 2021, whatever. $50,000 is what Card Ladder thought this card was worth. Well, it sold for $168,000. That is an interesting sale. That is far and away the all-time record. Let me know what you think in the comments about that Kobe price at $168. And here's what's funny. I'm going to get 100 comments about this Kobe card because Kobe lovers love Kobe and they love to talk about Kobe. And I don't get it. I don't begrudge them because I'm the same way with Michael Jordan. So I totally get it. And by the way, well, I'm not going to announce it here, but there's been some talk about a Kobe hierarchy. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. There's been some talk about a Kobe hierarchy, and I will just leave it at that. But this 2013 Kobe Gold Prism is a card worth talking about. And so when I solicit comments from the Cajun Collective that are watching this video, it's not going to fail. Half of them are going to say, that's ridiculous. That is way too expensive. That's a $50,000 card. It's fake. It's a shill. It's not going to get paid. This, that, and the other. And then the other half are going to say, that's a steal. That's $1 million card in 5 years. So it's really going to be funny to get the comments below. And that's why I love you guys. And that's why I love doing these videos is because there's going to be a lot of comments on these videos, right? There's a lot of engagement on these Fanatics weekly reviews and these Fanatics, especially the Fanatics Premier monthly breakdowns, because there's so much to talk about. There's so many interesting things. It's almost too much for your brain to process. You're like, Jordan's up. No, wait, Jordan's down. LeBron's up. No, wait, he's down. Well, Kobe can't get back to 2021 prices. No, Kobe just 5 times his 2021 price. So there's all kinds of stuff going down. It's hard to process. Steph Curry, 2009 National Treasures NBA gear, serial number 10 does 180. We're getting towards the top, guys. This is a card that's hard to look up. I'll be honest with you. Triple autos, triple patch autos, triple logo men, stuff like that. It's hard to look up. It's hard to compare apples to apples. So I went and made it so easy that a Cajun baby could understand it. This is the 2007 exquisite Magic Jordan LeBron triple patch, triple auto, on card, BGS 9, serial numbered to 3. It sold for $204,000 last night. Here's what I decided to do. I just plugged in Magic LeBron Jordan. This is the highest Magic LeBron Jordan card in history. Just those 3. Look at this sale. And by the way, this was a 9 autograph card that just happened to include Magic, LeBron, and Jordan, but it also had a whole bunch of other players, Bird and Russell and all kinds of guys. So $77,000 was the highest price that I could find ever paid publicly for a triple, Magic, LeBron, Jordan card of any type. For logo man, this, that, and the other, whatever. This one last night sells for $204,000. That's a pretty big jump over the last sale of any Magic, LeBron, and Jordan card. More Steph Curry. This is 2010 National Treasures Colossal Logo Man, serial number to 2, BGS 9.5. That's interesting. This is a rookie. This is not a rookie. This sold for $180. This sells for 33% more. Second year Steph Curry. Interesting stuff right there. How about a Jordan 86 Fleer PSA 10? Yeah, remember me? I don't own one anymore, and it brings a tear to my eye. Not as big a tear as selling my, Kobe Jordan Mr. Refractor for half price, but this does bring a tear to my eye because I did used to own this card in this grade. $264,000 for those of you that have been following along at home, or if you happen to own a copy that Rick Probstein doesn't of the 1986 Fleer PSA 10 Jordan card. This card has been hovering at around, from 185 to 210 for quite some time, it feels like to me. There's the card right there. It is now pop 335. When I bought mine, it was pop 312. Now it's pop 335. We got to ignore these because it's a private sale, and I just don't like using the private sale, and I don't like this sale either because it seems like an anomaly. I like to use the dots that make sense, especially on a hot pop card like this, right? Same exact population as the star BGS 8 that we look at, basically. But the card was doing really well over the last year. It's up 122%, but again, that's using this private sale of $410,000. We're not going to use that. We're going to look at the last public sale before that. It was $228,000. So if we look at that $228,000, this $264,000 starts to look really, really good. And everybody's got an opinion, just like we talked about, even with the Kobe cards. You're going to look at this card. Some people are going to say, that card sucks. It's way off center. Look at the white corner. It's terrible. It's this, it's that. Keep in mind, it's being magnified by like a billion. So you're going to find flaws. You're going to look at the back and say, the back of the card sucks. It's not centered. It's this. It's gray. It's, it's fake, whatever. Everybody's got an opinion when it comes to an 86 Fleer Jordan PSA 10 because they don't have one. So I think it looks fine. It's a PSA 10. PSA 10 is not supposed to be a perfect card. $264 is a good sale. It's a good sale, and it's not surprising in this bull market, even for a high pop card. All right, we're at our top 6, and this is a card, another acquire card. We talked about it. We looked at it. I've got to show it. This is the 2008 Topps Chrome Gold Kobe LeBron. It's really Kobe, but it's LeBron featuring LeBron Garden Kobe. Serial number to 50, but what's special about this card? I'll give you 3 seconds to figure it out. Okay, you don't need 3 seconds. It's a black label. That makes it a pop 1. That makes it just incredible eye candy. It makes it, for lack of a better word, succulent, okay? 40 bids on this. Shout out to the great Harrison Barnes and Dirk Nowitzki. $276,000. Somebody decided they would rather have this black label Kobe than drive the baddest of the bad Lamborghini. And I don't blame them because so would I. Lamborghinis, I don't know, man. I think Lamborghinis might be overrated. This Kobe card might be underrated. Okay, I can't look up the black label, but I can look up this card. Guys, this card in a PSA 10 in 2021 sold for more. $312,000. So was last night's sale amazing? Yeah, it was amazing. But that's what I'm keep trying to tell you. There's so much arbitrage. There's so much chaos going on in the Kobe, Jordan, LeBron high-end market, even Curry as well, is that some cards, like if this card followed along the same track, the same path as the Mystery Finest that I got, murdered on, it would have sold for $700,000. But, then we're looking at it, and if we go look at the last sale of this card, wait, where am I? If we go look at the last sale of this card, it's $168,000. So you're like, well, it's 100 and something thousand more than the last PSA 10 for the black label, and that sounds about right. It sounds like a great sale. So it's really all about perspective. $250,000 is a lot of money no matter how you slice it. The question is this card going to be worth more or less than $276,000 in 5 years? I'll let you guys answer that in the comments and let me know. I had Chris McGill on the channel. You haven't seen the video, but we've already recorded it. There's a big one-of-one project out there. There's been a lot of talk of one-of-ones, and it's because Chris won't shut his damn big mouth. I told him, I said, if you want to collect Jordan one-of-ones, I learned my lesson with the hierarchy, right? I brought the hierarchy out. And now I'm trying to buy all these hierarchy cards. They're going for higher prices because I got a big mouth. I talk about the hierarchy and Jordan all day, every day, and now everybody's talking about it. And I shot myself in the foot, and now I couldn't get all the hierarchy cards that I wanted. Chris McGill from Card Ladder, one of my good friends in the hobby, and a basketball card savant and genius, and Shakespearean. He's a linguistic wizard, for lack of a better term. Is chasing all these Jordan 1-of-1s, and I warned him. I was like, Chris, shut your damn mouth, otherwise you're gonna slam the door shut on your 1-of-1 collecting journey really fast. Well, sure enough, this is an interesting card, and this card was actually plucked from the clutches of a gentleman in Puerto Rico. Shout out to the great Frankie 3500, who runs that island. This BGS 9.5 exquisite Jordan 1-of-1. I think there's 2 1-of-1 Jordans kind of lurking out there. This is one of them. $312,000. And so the days of picking up Jordan 1-of-1s for $25,000 and $30,000, I think those days might come to an end. Now, this is a little bit different. It's exquisite, but again, this is not playing years. This is not a playing years Jordan. This is not one of the 97, 98 Jordan 1-of-1s that are out there that are playing years Jordans. That really is supposed to mean something. And in this case, it didn't. It didn't at all, because this sold for 10x what one of the, alphabet letter Jordan 98 insert set 1-of-1s would have sold for. So I don't know what to make of this sale right here. That is a humongous sale. I mean, that is a championship PMG type sale for a non-playing year Jordan base parallel 1-of-1. I don't know how to process it. I can't wrap my brain around it because I don't know enough about this segment of the market, but I do want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this right here. Steph Curry, 2009 National Treasures Gold PSA 8.5 did 324. By the way, that is 324 was the highest selling Michael Jordan exquisite card in history from 2004. Sorry, 2004. The Titleist was is the highest. This is the second highest Michael Jordan 2004 exquisite card in history. 324 is the all-time record, and of course, that's the Titleist card that a lot of you guys may or may not be familiar with. These cards are serial numbered to the number of titles they won, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm looking everywhere for the serial number. I don't see it, but this should be serial number to 6 because Jordan has 6 titles. Where is that? There it is, right there. So it's right there, 6 out of 6. Yeah. So the Titleist in 2023 sold for 324. The exquisite last night sells for 312. But what about the Steph Curry? Last night the Steph Curry Gold 25 sells for 324 in a PSA 8.5. Here's a PSA 8.5. It's cert number 818. It sold last August, so almost a year to the day. Well, close, right? 13 months ago. August, September. Yeah, about 13 months ago. This was cert 818. The sale last night was cert 818. Same card. Wow, that's why Cajun gets paid the medium bucks. This one sold 13 months ago for 150. How about this? Last night, how about 324? Let's just double it. Let's just go ahead and double it. Well, I shouldn't have rang that bell. I don't know if that's the all-time record, but let's look and tell together. Yeah, that's probably going to be the all-time record for a PSA 8.5. So, wow, that's crazy. It's amazing. We're on to the top 3. And it's really cheating here. And let me just caution, Fanatics made a slip here, but I get it, right? They called this a 1986 Fleer complete set, but it does not include the stickers. But this is just the 132 out of 132 greatest basketball set ever printed, most collected basketball set ever made. And probably the most loyal, thoughtful, educated group of basketball card collectors in the world are the 86 Fleer guys. And so I shout out to them. I lived in your world for the longest time, and I miss those days. And it was some of the most fun that I ever had in the hobby, was putting together what became, one of the best 1986 Fleer set collections in the world that I had, which was a PSA 10, 2 PSA 9s, and 3 PSA 8 sets. And when I say set, I mean with the stickers. So rarefied air, I was blessed and fortunate enough and flattered to walk amongst those guys, because they are some of the greatest collectors in all of the basketball card hobby. This complete almost complete, 132 card Fleer set, all PSA 10s, went for $384. So we just saw the Jordan go for whatever, $264, $248, I don't know, something like that. We just saw it. You guys remember. And this one goes for a little over 100 grand more. So that's not bad. 131 cards for another 100 grand. Just depends on the card. Some of these PSA 10s are just a bitch, man. I don't know what else to say. Like the Johnny Moore, the Jeff Malone, the Alvin Adams, the Checklist. You guys can tell I'm rolling off some names that only a set collector would know are rare. This is a tough one, guys. There's some really good stuff in there, so worth checking out. I think this is going to age just fine in the long term. And then a Jordan autograph BGS 8.5 Star 101 does $408,000. Okay, so here's what I've plugged in my card ladder search. You guys are going to have to help me at home if I missed something. Let's take out lot so it's not as confusing. Okay, there we go. Highest sale that I've ever saw for a Michael Jordan autographed 1984 Star 101 publicly was $186,000. I could have done something wrong. I've got Star 101, and then I've got an option of auto, autograph, or autographed, all plugged in, and then Jordan, and then I took out lot because the number one was 3 Jordan autographs at once that sold on alt. And I've got this PSA Authentic being the highest price ever paid. And I think that might be the one that was signed on the back. But I didn't see anything anywhere near $408,000. And so, again, I'm not an expert in this. And maybe these things are always moving privately. I really honestly don't know. Or maybe there was some type of user error in my search. But this is wild. This is a Flight Camp Upper Deck Certificate of Authenticity 10 pristine autograph, a 10 autograph. Okay, that's what makes this different. That's where I need your help. I need the Cajun Collective to jump in the comments. How many Jordan graded 10 autographs between BGS and PSA are there out there? Again, this is something great that Fanatics does. They've got the Michael Jordan autographed item from the Flight School Camp. This item was autographed by Michael Jordan at the 2017 Michael Jordan Flight School Camp in Santa Barbara, California. Jordan's signature was witnessed by an Upper Deck representative. This is signed by the Dick McWilliams family, right? Not Dick himself, not Big Dick himself, but the Dick McWilliams family. But anyway, that's a certificate of authenticity. It's got a 5-step authentication process. You can look at this bad boy right here. And man, that is an autograph that is unmistakable and you can't miss it. That is not a ballpoint pen autograph. That's a nice blue Sharpie autograph. 25 bids on this card because only so many people have that much money. Shout out to Gail Goodrich who wore jersey number 25. Big sale right there. Seems to be an all-time record. I hope I didn't prematurely bell ring. Let me know in the comments. And then another card that bears mentioning. Who would have thought? Not LeBron, not Kobe, not Jordan, not Oscar Thompson, not Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese. The top card was two old guys, right? Two old guys. Even by my standards, these guys are old. Magic and Bird. Magic and Bird, 2006, exquisite dual logo man, patch, auto, 1 of 1. $432,000. Wow, what a card. There it is. When I plug in Bird Magic, just Bird Magic, and I take out Jordan, right? We don't want to cheat and have it a triple logo man or triple auto. This is just Bird and Magic, and I sort by price. $168,000 was the highest price that we had ever seen paid for a card. Guess which card it was? This card, and it sold in Sotheby's 10 months ago, and it sold for $168,000. This is a pretty good rate of return. I don't know what the rate of return is, but bought for $168 9 months ago, basically, sold for $432. It's a pretty good turnaround, but sports cards aren't investments, right? That's what they tell us. Okay, so guys, I'm not going to make this outro very long because for some reason my audio and my video is off a little bit. I was tweaking, trying to fix some things on the audio visual, so I apologize. I look like a Bruce Lee movie. It's a Cajun kung fu movie where my mouth is moving different than the words that are coming out of my mouth. So I apologize for that. I will get this fixed, I promise. I'm working through some stuff to try to bring you guys better quality stuff. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to take it from here. I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to show you the rest of the auction, page 4 through page 2. and we'll set it to some music. If you don't want to watch, then thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive and peace. But if you want to watch, I'm going to let this thing run. Thank you in advance, all the folks that reach out to me that did use the Cajun promo code for their cards on the Fanatics Premier Auction. I truly appreciate the support. I appreciate the support of everybody out there who's hit the subscribe button, who's hit the bell icon to get notified of new messages. Even if you just hit the like button on a video, it really does help me with YouTube and with my affiliate partners, none of which are bigger than Fanatics. And yes, we are on the same page, so everything is working out with Fanatics. Again, I never wavered, and I want to make sure the world hears this, ever wavered that this is a truly elite, best-in-class vaulting service, customer service, auction platform to buy and to sell. The tech is amazing. The interface is amazing. It is my most integral piece of how I collect and create content. And for that reason, that's why I'm affiliated with these guys. And that hasn't changed. And we are all on good terms and everything is right. And more to come in a future video. But you guys are going to keep getting these videos in the near future, so or in the extended future, as far as I know, unless something happens to me down here. All right, let's watch the rest of the videos out there. This was it, the Fanatics recap. I could only do the top 48 guys, 184 cards in the Premier, and all of them would form foundational pieces. I mean, god dang it, I'm on page 4 and there's a Shaq Playmakers Theater. It's making me ill that I can't share. I can't talk through all these cards, but I just don't have all day to do it because I got too much other stuff to do. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start scrolling, and you guys are going to see it. And how honest, how ironic is this? Kobe Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor autograph sold for $37.80 in the Premier. That's kind of what happens when there's 184 cards in there. Somebody, baby's got to get put in the corner, and Kobe Bryant Bowman's Best autograph card got put in the corner. Crazy, crazy. All right, so here you go. Bye. I'm going to stop talking now.
right, guys that stuck with me, thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Keep collecting. Hope you have a great weekend this weekend. I know I'm going to. Keep collecting. Got more videos coming out today, so 3 of them today. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Check out this video I did with the great San Francisco Giants Will Clark legend coming up on this thumbnail. Just click it and keep watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.